Hi students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Hope you are doing good. Last session we have started to learn about network cabling, right? In network cabling, we have seen about Ethernet cabling components, right? What are the components in Ethernet cabling? Patch cable, that is twisted pair, RJ45 connector, Ethernet port and crimping tool, right? We have seen about patch cable and RJ45 connector. Right now we are going to see the wiring schemes and color codes of the connector. Okay, this RJ45 connector has 8 small jacks inside 8 small wires. Okay, this 8 wires will be of 8 different colors. Okay, let's see what are the colors and where does the 8 colors will get connected inside this RJ connector. Okay, this is RJ45 connector. Okay, this wiring schemes, this one specifies how the wires has to be connected with this connector. Which connector? RJ45 connector. Okay, there are two wiring schemes in this RJ45 connector to terminate the twisted pair cable on each end. Okay, they are T568A and T568B. Okay, just you see this table, then you will get a clear idea about this. First one, the pin is first one white green stripe, that is TX plus. Okay, see in the right side, that is a T568B side, white orange stripe, that is TX plus. Okay, then next one is green TX minus, orange TX minus in 568B. Okay, in the A part again, see the third one, white orange stripe RX plus and white green stripe in 568B side, and it is Rx plus. Okay, and again in A side it is blue and B side also the fourth pin it is blue. Okay, and the next one in A 568A white blue stripe and 568B it is also white blue stripes. Okay, and again in 568A it is orange Rx minus, and in 568B, it is green RX minus. Okay, in 568A, we have white brown stripe, and 568B also white brown stripe. Okay, and in 568A, it is brown, and 568B, again it is brown. Okay, here 4 pairs of wires are there in this cable. Okay, this Ethernet will use only 2 pairs, that is orange and green. Okay, the other 2 colors are blue and brown. Okay, these are used in ISDN or used for phone connections. Okay, we have already discussed about the pin details in this Ethernet connectors. Right now, let's see the pin details of Ethernet ports. Okay, pin 1 will show the transmission positive and the pin 2 shows the transmission negative. Okay, I have said you there TX plus means transmission positive, TX minus means transmission negative. Okay, TX plus means it is transmission positive and TX minus is transmission negative. Okay, RX plus means it is receiver positive and RX minus means it is receiver negative. Okay, here the third pin shows the receiver positive and the fourth pin shows the reserved position. It is nothing, it will say the connections for some other uses. Okay, the 5, 7, 8, these pins are also used in reserved position. Okay, the pin 6 will show the receiver negative. Okay, we saw pin 1 transmission positive, pin 2 is transmission negative, pin 3 shows receiver positive and pin 6 shows receiver negative. Okay, and the other pin 4, 5, 7, 8, these will show the reserved positions. Okay, the two main signals of the pins are, the one will be TX, that is for transmission of data, right? RX is for receiver of data. Okay, you can see this figure. In this figure, the position of the pin number 1 will describe the transmitted data or the bidirectional, and bidirectional means we can say bi, that is 2. Okay, unidirectional means one side, uni is 1, Bi is 2. Bidirectional means it can send and also it can receive. That means bidirectional. It can be sent to both the connection with the transmission positive. Okay, this transmission positive will have the positive terminals and the color is used in this position. That what color is used in this position? White, green. Okay, in the position 2, when you see 2. The second pin will describe the transmit data or the bidirectional with the transmission negative. Okay, this TX has negative terminal and the color is green. Okay, and in the position 3, that is in pin 3, it will describe the receive data, that is in receiver side, and this is also bidirectional. Okay, this receiver RX is compatible to receive the data which has positive terminals and that color is white orange. Okay, the color used in this position is white orange. And the next one in pin number 4, it will describe that it is not connected or bidirectional. Okay, this means there will be no transmitting or no receiving. In this nothing, no transmission and no receiving is done. Okay, but this can be used for later. You can use that for some purposes. Okay, like for some connections. And this color is blue. Okay, next one is in this position of pin number 5, this will describe that this is not connected or bidirectional. Okay, the color of this is white blue. Okay, 5 is not connected or bidirectional. The color is white blue. Okay, and the sixth one is pin number 6 that describes the received data or bidirectional with the RX negative. Okay, which has a negative terminal and the color used in this position is orange. Okay, and the seventh one is in pin number 7. This describes that it is not connected or bidirectional and the color is white brown. Okay, and in this position of pin number 8, this describes it is not connected or bidirectional and the color is brown. Okay, let's see a recap of this once more. First pin, it describes the transmit data or bidirectional, right? And the color is white green. Okay, pin number 2 also describes the transmit data or bidirectional with TX negative. In pin number 1 it is TX positive, right? In pin number 1 is white green and pin number 2 is green. Okay, in the third one, pin number 3, this describes the RX positive, right? And this color is white orange. Okay, and pin number 4 is blue color. Okay, and this is not connected or bidirectional. And pin number 5 is white blue and pin number 6 is RX negative orange color. And 7 is pin number 7 is white brown color and pin number 8 is brown color. Okay, and the 7 and 8 are not connected and are bidirectional. Okay, then let's see about Ethernet card and port. Okay, Ethernet card means it is a network interface card. Okay, we'll say it as NIC. Okay, this allows the computer to connect and transmit the data to any devices which is connected in a network. Okay, this may be an expansion card or a built-in type. That means it can be programmed and it is built in there. Okay, the expansion card is a separate circuit board and this is also called as PCI Ethernet card. Okay, this is inserted into the PCI slot on the motherboard of a computer. Okay, nowadays if you see most of the computers will come with a built-in Ethernet card only, that will be kept on the motherboard. Okay, this wireless Ethernet card are also available. This uses the radio waves to transmit data. Okay, Ethernet port. Ethernet port means it is the opening with a part of the Ethernet card. Okay, this only accepts the RJ45 connector with the Ethernet cable. Okay, we'll say this as RJ45 jack also. It is found on PC, laptops, switch, routers, hub, modems and all. Okay, we can see an Ethernet port on the back side of a computer or a laptop also. It connects the Ethernet cable with the Ethernet card which is mounted in the motherboard. Okay, nowadays if you see, most of the computers are inbuilt with the Ethernet port for connecting the devices to the wired network. Okay, here in this diagram you can just see the Ethernet cable with port. Okay, some of them are not having an Ethernet port which uses Ethernet dongles to form a network with other devices. Okay, the device or the computers which use the Wi-Fi for the networking purpose and all, this will not have both the cable and also its ports. Okay, once when you inject the plug into the port, one LED light will be there. Okay, that will glow on the computer. Okay, one is in green color and another one LED is also there, that will be in orange color. Okay, the orange color will start blinking at the time of net getting connected. Okay, when the net is connected, that orange color light will start blinking, and you can see the image of that cable and port here in your book in page number 184. Okay, and next we are going to see about crimping tool. Okay, we have seen about Ethernet card and port, and now we are going to see about crimping tool. Okay, crimping means that is a process of joining two or more pieces of metal or two or more pieces of wire by deforming one or both of them to hold each other, right? Either metal or wire, two or more pieces of that will be deformed as a one, or both of them will hold each other. Okay, joining this RJ45 connector together with a twisted pair cable at each end is a very important process in this Ethernet cabling, right? Because this only leads to the cable to function properly. Okay, this crimping tool, this is the crimping tool. This is a physical tool, and this is used to connect the patch wire and the Ethernet connector. Okay, have you seen this crimping tool? You will have seen a tool like this, but this tool you would have not seen, right? We'll be using for tightening some uh, components. That tool will be looking like this only, like a in scissor shape, right? It is little different, and this is called a crimping tool. Okay, this looks like a small cutting handle with the two mold of Ethernet ports. Okay, this tool will puncture the connector and insert the wire set into the connector. Okay, this crimping process for making Ethernet cables. First, cut the cable with the desired length. Okay, first you have to cut the cable with the desired length, and then strip the insulation sheath above 1 inch from both end of the cable and expose the twisted pair wires. Okay, first cut the cable with the desired length and then strip the insulation sheath above 1 inch from both the end of the cable and then expose the twisted pair wires. Okay, after stripping the wire, untwist the smaller wire and arrange them into the proper wiring scheme, that is T568B, like that, right? And then bring the wires tighter together and cut them down so that they all have the same length. Okay, that is, they must have half inch. So make all the wires to the same length. Okay, and then insert the 8 colored wires into that 8 grooves in the connector. Okay, the wires should be inserted till the plastic sheath is also inside the connector. Likewise, you have to insert. Okay, when you are inserting, till that plastic touches the connector, till that length you have to insert inside that plastic sheet. Okay, inside that connector. Okay, use the crimping tool to lock the RJ45 connector on the cable. It should be strong enough to handle manual traction. Now it is ready for data transmission, right? Use a cable tester to verify the poor connectivity of the cable. Here they have given the crimping process using this crimping tool image in page number 185, and they have given the steps also how you can do this crimping process using this crimping tool. Okay, first you have to cut the cable at the desired length, and then you have to strip it with the insulation sheath for about 1 inch in both the ends, right? And then you have to expose it to the twisted pair. After stripping, we have to untwist the smaller wires and arrange them properly in the wiring scheme, right? After that, you have to bring the wires tight together and you have to cut them in a same length, okay? Cut all of them at the same length and then you have to insert that 8 colored wires in 8 grooves, right? How will you insert? You have to insert till that plastic sheet touches the connector, right? And then you have to use the crimping tool to lock the RJ45 connector on the cable, and it should be strong enough to handle the manual traction, right? And that's all. At last you have to test with the cable tester to verify whether the connection is correct. Okay, next we are going to see about types of jacks. Okay, types of jacks, here we have registered jacks. Registered jacks means RJ. Okay, here RJ11, RJ14, RJ61 and RJ21 are there, right? Registered jack means this is the RJ network, right? This is a network interface which is used for network cabling, right? And not only for network cabling, we can use this for wiring and jack construction also, right? The main function of this RJ is we can connect different equipments for communication purposes and all, okay? Or that means we'll connect the communication devices using this RJ, okay? The commonly known RJR, I have said you RJ11, RJ45, RJ21, RJ28, right? Registered jack. This refers to the male physical connector. That means that is the plug, okay? And female physical connector means that is the jack, okay? It's the wiring, okay? We'll see some varieties here. RJ11 means this is the most popular modern form of RJ, okay? This is found in some office setups or in some home also, okay? This RJ is used for landline telephones and all, okay? When we look at this pin in this RJ11, there are 6 pins, okay? Here, 2 pins will give the transmission configuration and 2 pins will give the receiver configurations. Okay. Here we have 6 pins. 2 will give transmission configuration and 2 will give receiver configuration. And again we have 2 pins, right? That 2 will be kept for reserved. Okay. The 2 pins will have the positive terminals and negative terminals also, right? And then next one is RJ14 and RJ61, right? RJ14 means this is same as RJ11 and this will be used for landline, that is telephones, and it has 6 pins, okay? But this RJ61 has 8 pins, okay? This RJ61 will use the twisted pair cable with a modular 8 connections. Okay, that is the difference between that RJ14 and RJ61, right? RJ14 is same as RJ11 and it has 6 pins and used for telephone lines and all. RJ61 means it has 8 pins and this will use a twisted pair cable with a modular 8 connections. Okay. The next one is RJ21. RJ21 connector will have 50 pins with 25 pins in one end and another 25 pin in another end. Okay. So this is called a champ connector or amphenol connector. Okay. Since this RJ21 has 50 pins, that is 25 pins in one end and 25 pins in another end, it is called as champ connector or amphenol. Okay, amphenol means it is a connector manufacturer. Okay, this RJ21 interface is used for data communication, tracking applications and all. Okay, that's all about this registered jacks. Okay, we have seen the types of jacks. We have seen RJ11, RJ14, RJ61 and RJ21, right? Next we are going to see about Ethernet cable color coding techniques. Okay. In this Ethernet cable color coding techniques, we have 3 types of wiring techniques. Okay. This wiring techniques are used to connect or construct the Ethernet cable. Okay. This is also known as color coding techniques. Okay. The techniques are straight through wiring, crossover wiring, rollover wiring. Okay. Straight through wiring, crossover wiring, rollover wiring. Right? Let's see this in detail. Straight through wiring means this Ethernet cable or this Ethernet connections are straight through cables. That means these wires are in same sequence at both the ends. Okay, and the starting and ending will be in the parallel way, right? Which means pin 1 of the plug on one end to the pin 1 of the plug means the other end will be for both the T568A and T568B. The straight through wiring are most used for connecting the PC or NIC card to the hub. Okay, this is a physical connection and this is very simple and this will be used in printers, computers and for some network interfaces also. When you see this diagram, you can see this is straight through wiring. Okay, straight through wiring means same sequence will be there at both the ends of the cable, right? From one end, see 1 to 1, 2 to 2. Likewise, pin 1 of the plug on one end is connected to pin 1 of the plug in the other end. Have you got an idea? Straight through wiring is the same sequence at the both the ends. Okay, and the next one is crossover wiring. Crossover wiring means some crossings will be there, right? From the name itself, you can say if you require a cable to connect two computers or if you want to connect two Ethernet devices without using a hub means you will need a crossover cable, right? You can use hub to connect. If you are not using a hub, you will need a crossover wiring there, right? Here you have to have pairs, that is transmission and receiver lines, right? This will be crossed. That means pin 1 and 2 of the plug on one end are connected to pin 3 and 6. That means there a crossing will be done, right? And in the same thing will be done like pin 3 and 4 to the pin 1 and 2, right? So here crossover will happen, right? I'll say it again. See, if one end you'll have transmission lines and receiving lines, right? This will be crossed. That means pin 1 and 2 of plug from one end will be connected to pin 3 and 4. And in the other end also same like that, pin 3 and 4 will be connected to pin 1 and 2 of the other end, right? The easy way to make a crossover cable is we can just make one end to T568 color coding, right? The other end to T568B, right? Another way to make this cable is to remember the color coding which is used in this type, right? Here, a green set of wires at one end are connected with the orange set of wires, right? Green set of wires in one end will be connected to the orange set of wires in other end, and same way orange set of wires in one end will be connected to the green set of wires in the other end, right? Here the solid green, that is G with the solid orange and connected to green white with orange white, right? If you see this diagram, you will get an idea. See, from here green is connected to orange, orange is connected to green. So here what happens means green set of wires at one end are connected with the orange set of wires in another end, and orange set of wires in one end will be connected with the green set of wires in other end. Understood this? And next we are going to see about rollover wiring, right? Rollover wiring means this is a type of null modem cable. That means this is often used to connect a device console port to make the programming changes to the device. Okay, this wiring will have opposite pin arrangements. That means all the cables will be rolled over to a different arrangements. That means here the colored wires are reversed on the other end. That means the pin on one end connected to the pin in the other end in a reverse order. That means 1 to 8 means 2 to 7, 3 to 6, 4 to 5, 5 to 4, 6 to 3, 1 to 2, 8 to 1. That means if you see this diagram, you will get an idea. From one end, 1 from one end is connected to 8 in the other end. 2 is connected to 7 in the other end. 3 is connected to 6 in the other end. 4 is connected to 5 in the other end. 5 in one end is connected to 4 in the other end. 6 is connected to 3 in the other end. 7 is connected to 2 in the other end and 8 is connected to 1 in other end. Right? Have you got an idea? The colored wires are reversed in the other end. Right? This rollover cable is also known as yoast cable or console cable, right? This is a flat and light blue in color, and this is used to distinguish it from other types of network cables. Okay, these three arrangements are used to perform an interface change, but all the three arrangements will transmit the data at the same speed only, right? So we have come to the end of the chapter, and today we have seen about types of jacks. What are the types of jacks we have seen? Registered jack, RJ11, RJ14, RJ61, RJ21. And after that, we have seen about Ethernet cable color coding, that is straight through wiring, crossover wiring, rollover wiring, right? Before that, we have seen about crimping tool, Ethernet card and ports, and we have seen about RJ45 connector and patch cable, right? What are these? These are the components of Ethernet cabling, right? And then we have seen the types of network cables: coaxial cable, fiber optics, USB cable, twisted pair cable, serial and parallel cables, and Ethernet cables, right? So you would have got the clear idea about network cabling. Read this portion today itself and try to learn the book back questions also, right? Thank you for your valuable time. Stay home, stay safe, take care, bye.